Hi guys, it's me, just Machine again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to the month of love, February 2026, I will ask you guys to go back in time with me, back to the 80s, like when the decade I was born in, because I was born in the 80s and raised in the 90s. So, there was a very popular song by a very popular lady called Blondie, and believe it or not, the name of the song I'm going to be talking about is called Call Me. Now, call me maybe, just call me. And this song is it's very odd because if you hear it for the first time, you might think it's some kind of like a love ballad about like empowerment for women. You know, call me, it's your choice. Call me whenever you want. You know, and all of that. Now I choose you, and you can call me whenever you want. But there's a little bit of a misreading of that because of one lyric in there. That one lyric that I've always been curious about. How one thing is that whenever she sings the song that whenever we're together we gather wine. I mean, how the hell do you gather wine? I mean, whenever you are together with somebody you love, you drink it, and that's it. You don't gather it. It's not like flowers. You go outside and pick flowers. You gather flowers, or you gather Pokemon cards, or whatever people are doing nowadays. So anyway, this song is very interesting, and the reason I say that is because it's supposed to be like available to a person, whether it be a guy or girl. It's not really understood properly. I think it's implying that she's singing to a guy that his main phone number is call me whenever you want, so that I know who you are and that you call me whenever you like. So this song is a very simple song. It's got a very good beat to it, especially with the snare drum in the beginning of it, and it's very repetitive. It's kind of short. It's only like two minutes something seconds, and then presumably after that they just repeat the same lines over and over again. Let's see here. And during the music video, it's the singer Blondie performing the song in front of like the crowd with her at the beach, standing on a pier, doing all kinds of like backflips and standing up with that. And she looks a lot like Cameron did when she's younger, of which I've seen quite a few women at the gym like that. But let's see here now. Call me. And then we can always have love and stuff. We can always make love whenever we want, whenever you want to. So it implies that the person that she's having relations with is already married or with somebody else. How do I know this? Because she talks about an alibi. And normally you don't refer to an alibi unless you're in trouble with somebody else. Say I'm in an affair with somebody. Not really, but let's say I am. I was at the store, during the hour of 1 to 2 in the afternoon, And that's my alibi. And a bunch of people will corroborate that story for me to my significant other. So it implies that there's some that she's the other woman, that she's the third wheel in this relationship. And she's okay with that. Because she apparently is a kind of like so interested in this person, in this guy per se, that she's willing to put everything else on hold. And she's willing to put herself at risk for that. She obviously has very low standards for morality, for searching out and finding someone that's willing to have an extramarital affair with her, or she and his girlfriend with her. And yeah, it's kind of weird like that. That song about this type of thing would be in popular in the 80s. Although we have seen stuff like that, like Boom 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 by the Baker Boys be popular in the 90s. And Silver Screen and other songs where she vibe into it. Now, you should point out that the song is mainly 80s, right? So when talking about cell phones, when you talk about having a phone and they call wherever you want and you can meet up wherever you want and that kind of thing, that's kind of odd because to have a mobile phone in the 80s was a luxury item pretty much, except if you work in the government. And the phones that they had for mobile use were like big, let's see here, if I have anything that's about the same size as that. Imagine this remote control was about twice as thick as it is right now. And then you have it. You have a brick cell phone of the 80s and early 90s. So to have that was kind of a risky thing, but you would consider a luxury item and that kind of thing, even though they were kind of primitive at the time too. But anyway, there's that. And then she says that you call me whenever you want, and we can make news whenever you want. But there's also another thing too about what she said in the song, and that'd be the number one lyric, which kind of drives, at least for me, takes away from the girl power aspect of this song. And that being that you can roll me around in expensive sheets, roll me in designer sheets. I'll never get enough of it. So that tells me that she's only in it for a rich person, a rich boy. So it's okay if you have an extramarital affair. I don't care about that. Just as long as you treat me well, you treat me right, you treat me like a princess and all this other stuff. So it's not so much about empowering a woman, it's more about being a gold digger. I wonder if it's related to that song Gold Digger by Kanye West and somebody else. It looks like somebody else by Jim. I'll think it's that guy's name later on. But yeah, it's okay if you screw me, having a rendezvous and all that. Just as long as you got the greenbacks, as long as you're filthy rich, I don't care. You know, we can have wine, we can have champagne, we can have Coca-Cola for all I care. But as long as you got the simoleons, which I want to say that this is in that kind of thing was in the movie once too, is that that the person was rich, so he could women didn't mind sleeping with him. I forgot what movie that was. I know they have a reality show where they pretend to be rich, and that the women on the show, you know, act like fools to try to sleep with the guy on the premise that he's rich, and then they pick them because they think the guy's loaded. What's the actual name? In the movie. It wasn't 50 Shades of Grey, which is kind of the opposite of what's happening in this song. But anyway, song Call Me is it's a very popular song because of the beat and because of the instruments involved. I think that you used it to synthesizer, and oh yeah, I like the fact that she used the word abomar is the French word for call me, which again, the language of French is kind of like a risky high class language. So there's another connection of being a gold digger, kind of like in Juice Bigelow, which the song was part of the soundtrack before, in which the higher class lady of the evening put on a fake French accent to clutch herself up. But this one, no. It's not coffee. And there was something else too, but Abomar sounds like saying open wide. I don't know, she did that on purpose, but it's kind of provocative and something like that too. Anytime, anywhere you want to do it, you can do whatever you want. As long as you're rich and you shower me with goodies and good stuff. She used the word chamois or something like that. I think that might be Latin for something. I don't know. I don't speak Latin or Spanish for that matter. By the way, this song that lyric about designer sheets remind me of somebody that I know. Back when I went to the store and book, I had Eid. In that Eid, I forgot her name. I don't want to remember her name, but she was rude, nasty, annoying. She liked to mock my other aides at the time, and she was just a very ugly person. Not physically wise, but just a very black person. And the way I know this is that when she was going out with somebody, a guy of course, she would say that, oh, my boyfriend would give me all the designer sheets and designer this and designer that, and name brand clothes and stuff. For my kid, for my son. And I demand that he get all the high price stuff. I'm like, okay. Why did that matter to me? What did that do? with your job. I mean, sure, it's nice that you want to provide for your kid, but still. Not only that, but she showed off a big diamond ring for a wedding and stuff, but it was freaking huge. Well, me and my mother said to this woman, you probably shouldn't be parading that thing around, because if a thief were to see that big beacon on your hand, they're gonna want to do it for themselves, and then probably sell it on eBay or something, or give it to somebody else, whatnot. But she, honestly, she didn't give a crap. She just wanted to show off her wealth and her would be her husband's wealth and stuff. Now, also, another thing too is that, I know this is like a minor type of thing, a minor type of gross thing that she did, but she would go around telling people that my husband only buys the best for me. He only buys me Egyptian cotton bed sheets. Now, I doubt if it matters that much, but the guy was Jewish, and so was his parents. They were both, all three of them were Jewish. So I don't know if there was any type of conflict of interest with sleeping on Egyptian cotton because of anything that may have been in the past or in the Bible, whatever. But that was kind of stupid. And the fact that she demanded that the guy buy her Egyptian cotton sheets, it's like really, really expensive sheeting for bedroom set. That's kind of stupid. Because, I mean, you sleep in the bed, you get sitting on the bed, you do other activities in the bed. So, it seems kind of wasteful for me, my opinion, to have like only designer sheets and only expensive stuff like that in the bedroom. I mean, it just sleep on regular common cotton or maybe a silk or something, but not like really expensive Egyptian cotton sheets. I'm sure it was imported from somewhere. Anyway, I got rid of her real quick because not only that, but she was very obnoxious and very annoying. In fact, she once probably said, "You can't fire me. I'm unfireable by you." I said, "Oh yes, I can." And sure enough, I did. I got rid of her ass because I don't like that. My mother didn't like the attitude, nor did my father. So we talked to a supervisor about that. And he was shocked. And then got rid of her real quick. I don't know what happened to her, but that was a very bad example for her to set for her kid. I think the kid was like 12 or 13 years old at the time. So hopefully he learned his lesson, and he's not gonna take it from his mother being a very money-minded. Let's put it that way. And I don't know what happened to the guy. Let's hope and pray that he wised up to her and got rid of her. Not in a violent sense, but didn't go through with the marriage and saw through her. That she was obviously marrying the guy for his bunny. But that's beside the point. This song rocks. But as long as you don't find yourself a woman that's willing to debase herself and you, all for the sake of liking you, all because of your money. I'm talking about the singer in the song Call Me. Because if you're in love, in a relationship with somebody, you don't want to have somebody else come along that's to the rich, loaded, and good looking and all that, and take that away from you. Because that's no bueno. And that goes to a guy or girl. You don't want to have a person cheat on you for whatever reason. Or even if you cheated on somebody, that doesn't give the other person a green light to cheat. Because two wrongs don't make a right. Only two lefts make a right, I think. So yeah, I like the whole solo in the song, like the synthesizer when it goes by itself, and then it's like call me. In time, we can roll around in the sheets and the hay. We can roll around in the hay and just have fun with it. And we could go to other countries and all that stuff. You can even do it in the air, in that Mile High Club, wherever you want, sweet pie, as long as you fit the bill. I mean, I thank you for watching my video on Call Me by a little singer named Blondie. Remember guys, never trust blondes. They're nothing but trouble. I say that because I'm a brunette. And I'm into brunettes. And I have 2 blondes in my family. Well, actually 3 blondes in my family. My father and 2 sisters. And trust me, they ain't nothing but trouble. And of course I did this for my month of love in February 2026. Because I love the song, and she's talking about an extramarital affair between a woman and a married man, and a married guy with a boatload of cash and jewelry, I'm sure. Let's see here. I like the fact that she wants to get involved with a man that's got a lot of money, that she's very available for that. As long as the guy's rich. If the guy falls on bad times, forget it. You know, I'll move on to somebody else. I don't come cheap. Which is funny. Okay, funny story. 2 years ago, I went to a speaking event, and there was one person in there that he was Chinese, something like that. Anyway, we had like 6 minutes to get to know each other in front of the speaking event. So she's over there, I'm over there in my muscle suit and stuff, you know, letting her hang out and everything. And she's over there with her, how should I put this? Her, this area was open and everything else. Not nosy, but just open. And then we were talking and stuff. And then she said, okay, what do you do for a living? Yo, what do you do for a living? I tutor. And then right away, she closed up her outfit up and started and continued to talk with me. And we're like, no money, no loving. So it was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna look at my body, because you don't have any cash. And then it was funny. Her friend was the girl that was in the wedding dress, going to a speaking event in a full wedding dress, except for the veil. And the very first question she asked me what do you do for a living? No, how you doing? No, how many of these events have you been to? No, she cuts me to the chase and says, okay, what do you do for a living? If I had said, like, I'm a tech billionaire, or I got, like, stocks and bonds and all that, she probably said, okay, I'm yours, take me, I'm yours. Call me anytime, we can gather wine. And, that bothered me a little bit, but then again, I said, for someone that's dressed up in a wedding dress on the first pre-date scenario, it's kind of like hitting the nail on the head, kind of jumping the gun a little bit too much. So, I'm sure she probably had a lot of unrealistic expectations for anybody that was over there, too. Funny thing, too, there was a guy there that had the same appearance as the Netflix version of The Punisher. I swear to God, he had the same profile as the guy, same muscular build as the guy. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was the guy. He was sitting next to me. I should have talked to him, but whatever. Funny story too, at the same event, there was an Asian guy there. Yeah, an Asian guy that kind of older, 50, I would say 50 years old at least. And I didn't pay him no mind or anything, because I'm not into guys. So, I went to an event last year around maybe September, August time August, September-ish, and I see this guy looking at my from my scooter there, trying to write down my Instagram name and stuff, because I have it posted on my wheelchair, my scooter, in case anyone wants to pick up some of the information on it, become my friend on it and stuff, which I do when I talk to ladies over there on the speaking circuit. So anyway, I'm over there. This guy's kind of weeding me out a little bit, because I don't know this guy from Harry, Luke, Matt, whatever else. So then talking to the guy, I said, you look familiar. Did you do this event a couple years ago too? Yeah, that was me. How you doing? Is it good? How you doing over there? So I said, did you get in luck with anybody? You seem like a well person. You seem like you're nice. You got nice clothes on and stuff, so you might be doing well for yourself. Oh no, I didn't get anybody. And I could tell that he had the accent of a Japanese person. So they said, good luck to you for everything. He became my friend on Facebook, but not on Instagram. But yeah, he never responded back to me. So I guess maybe he was maybe if I were to sign off in Japanese, the guy maybe would respond positively to that. I don't know. But that's really weird. I mean, the people on that night when they met Chinese girl, the only Chinese person I've ever met at a speaking event, by the way, she and all the friends there, all the people over there, come from New York City. So they come all the way up to Poughkeepsie for that event, rather than staying in the city. I was like, wow. And she works at a bank and all that too. So I just wonder if maybe because of Trump's little racist rant and whatnot. If the people at Morgan Chase or JP Morgan or whatever the case is, it got rid of all the minority people and shit's found. Well, that would be karma, wouldn't it? But to the point, yeah, I like this song a lot. And give it a very hearty, happy face with Liverpool, because the song is awesome. I'm sorry if I went on the weird changes there, but it was funny. Yeah, if you like what you see here and you want to see more of my videos and such, you can always like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also contact me for future information on my videos by calling or texting me at P. Yeah, you can get me on my email, on my cell phone by calling me or texting me at 631-707-3707. And if you like this, don't reach me out. Follow me on my Twitter or X by PNelsonPro. Or you can get my email at gmail.com. So, I salute all the people who like Blondie, what 80 songs. And peace out, my brothers and sisters. We'll see you in the next video. All you girls and guys in Interland. Sayonara, Avinaton, ciao ciao, and good luck in finding anyone that loves you for yourself and not someone that wants to get you in bed just for your cash reserves.